It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
Yeah. And also, we got the Murray, who's donning an Avengers t-shirt. I don't know what's that about. Why you got an Avengers t-shirt?
Talking superheroes.
We're talking superheroes?
I don't own anything Spiderman.
Yeah, we watched Spiderman.
That's a problem. Everyone should own something.
Right, I had no Spiderman.
I have my Spider-Man underpants on.
I've got a couple of Spider-Man dog toys.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, your dogs have
That's
Spider-Man
true.
dog toys.
But they didn't buy it, so it's still Bryce's.
Upstairs now.
Yeah, if I ever wanted them, I just take them back from him. So sorry, this is mine now.
Chew them on them yourself.
That's right. Or do other things with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you like or love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible movie, and if it played anywhere in a cinema in the world, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What an amazing moment!
Predict.
What an amazing moment!
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the
Mondo.
Mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the
Movies.
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes.
Ooh.
He's coming swimming through.
And you and you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts and little reach for hearts.
All right.
What's this for?
For some reason he's banging a gavel. I don't know why.
There's a gavel in here.
He's Judge Jim.
Is there some sexual Judge
I was-
Judy going on in this room
No,
when,
there's
when
some-
Murray and I are
See,
there?
now you got the dog's attention. Way to go.
He's got a cookie somewhere.
Yeah. So this week we saw two movies. That can't be right.
I know.
Only two movies?
Two movies.
What the hell's
Murray.
wrong with you two?
It's the slowest week. Well, because there was nothing else out.
Actually, that's not true, but I'll talk about that later. First one was the ginormous movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day, which made like $1 billion in box office worldwide. Yeah, well, it's a superhero movie, and I'm sure you guys will find something wrong with it. So let's go double meh.
All right.
Next up,
I think that's literally Bryce's statement about superhero
Yeah,
movies.
it's a
'Cause it's a meh.
superhero movie, so it's meh.
exactly, but I'm waiting to see you guys pick it apart.
Unless it's a rage on occasion.
Yeah, next one is
That's my thing.
I Want Your Sex.
You sure do.
Olivia Wilde, who I don't think actually directed this one, but
No.
she has been doing a lot of that.
She was too-
Gregoraki.
Yeah, whoever the hell, I don't know who the hell that is.
She was way too busy having sex. the
Apparently,
entire
a lot of
movie.
really nasty sex from what I saw in the trailer. It was like tying up stuff, and she's like a bondage mistress, and I don't know what else happened, but
It was a lot of.
There was a lot
yeah.
happening.
and it had Jim's favorite pop star in it,
Charlie XCX.
Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
See, he knows.
Doesn't get any better than.
I don't know if
Charli
she did any
XCX.
singing though. I think she actually did some acting in this one, but
I don't necessarily like her music. I'm just like so impressed that she's so young.
there you go.
And that she's writing scores for movies
To be
and
honest,
stuff.
if you guys had seen this anywhere else, I may have gone with you because I was kind of intrigued. But you know how I feel about that certain theater, so I didn't go. So I didn't go.
All right.
Double Mondo, because I'm sure you guys loved all the sex in it.
I do love a lot of sex.
There you go. And I guess that's it. So
And we got
go ahead, talk.
We actually got full frontal male nudity too, which
Yeah,
we
well,
don't
you
get very
always like
often.
that.
That's my favorite thing.
Your favorite thing.
If you're gonna make a movie, put a wiener in it.
It was, yeah, if you blinked, you would have missed the wiener, but
Wow,
it was there.
That impressive, was
You
it?
would have had to bring pretty bad because that was a pretty big wiener.
It was a big wiener.
Well,
but it was
no
it was a wiener from afar. But
Yeah.
even though it was from afar, that was a wiener.
That was a wiener.
Was it the main guy's wiener or was it a supporting
No,
actor?
it's just some random dude.
Just some random-
dude
it was a
with a
random
big wiener,
wiener.
probably a porn star.
Or maybe he's just a regular guy with a regular big wiener.
There you go.
All right, speaking of big wieners, at the box office, we got Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a
Hey, you just stole my
Spider-Man
intro.
can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves.
Between the thighs? I don't know the words to this.
Just like
flies.
Look
Oh, just
out!
like
That's
flies.
what
Here comes
spiders
the
do.
Spider-Man.
I didn't have to rhyme. I couldn't think of anything.
Hey, you just stole my entire intro.
I actually kind of like your version better.
Between the thighs?
Yeah. Okay, so here's my belief, actually, upon seeing this movie. The Thunderbolts didn't do so well at the box office, so the Disney Fox people got together in a room, possibly over a weekend, in between, union disputes and stuff, and said to themselves, that story, remember the Thunderbolts? It was a pretty good story.
We need more pew-pew.
Yeah, well, everybody needs more pew-pew, especially when she's speaking Russian, which is... Yeah, that's a whole
In a
other
hot
story.
tub.
Yeah, in a hot... Well, I mean, if you're going to be pew-pew, you might as well be in a hot tub. And they're like, I just don't think we made enough money on that one. I've got an idea. Let's take the premise and kind of put it into the new Spider-Man movie, because we really like this premise idea. Where a superhero person who we all think is a bad person, but really is just misunderstood, who just needs to know that they are loved and accepted, and then have Spidey / Black Widow Jr. connect with them, and everything will be all right. Which is basically this movie.
Was it?
Yeah, it was his Thunderbolts. They even had a Thunderbolt in it.
Thunderbolts was way better than this movie.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Must have been while you were kissing me.
That's sucks. We're bang on today, baby. Between your thighs. It's probably the most jam-packed superhero film from Fox / Disney, etc. yet. Because there is something for everyone in this, especially if you see it in Screen X like we did. It's got love, buddy detective drama, superhero stuff, Force-like powers, flashbacks, multiple repeated flashbacks of the same thing,
There's a lot of
cameo
flashbacks.
appearances by other superheroes, and Spidey being back in New York's good books. I mean, there's a lot going on in this movie, and the comedy is funny at times. FX
times.
was pretty outstanding, but here's the big but. Well, a few big buts. It's
I
way
like
too.
big butts.
Was it the Hulk's
I
big
cannot
butt?
lie.
The Hulk had a big butt.
Hulk always has a big butt. It's way too long. I was tired of this story by the time we got to the end. I'm sorry. It's also a copy of a better movie, which we've already just discussed. It's got too many super conveniences which pop up consistently. And most of all, the story arcs that just end without finishing, like the Hulk or Punisher or The Hand or from whichever superhero franchise that's from. I don't know. Another organization that is basically S.H.I.E.L.D. or Red Skull or whatever organization.
Hydra?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Hydra. And finally, Peter's transformation. But most of all, it's got too much of that, and this is the only way I can sum this up. You need to see everything in the Marvel universe to understand what the fuck is actually going on. Remember the Marvels? That's got this type of garbage written all over it. Cut 20 minutes out of this. Put Spidey on Disney Plus and finish off all the storylines you started in this that you never finished. And you'd have a pretty good season of Spider-Man on Disney Plus. Look, everyone loves Spider-Man. His character is so likable. In fact, he's probably the most likable superhero that's ever been created. And there is enough in this that entertain everyone to keep, as already mentioned, every single person who could possibly like something specific in a movie. It's in this one. So, if you like romance, guess what? It's got it. If you like superhero stuff, it's got it. If you like buddy cop movies, it's got it. If you got plots that, subplots that go nowhere, it's got that. Is this the best Spider-Man movie?
No.
By far, no. We all know it was the 1960s cartoon, the Canadian voice actors, and the greatest living animator, still alive today and still working, Ralph Bakshi, as the head animator, followed closely by Sam Raimi's groundbreaking vision of Spidey, which changed the force of Spider-Man for the new era. This one was meh. It's a I hate to quote Bryce in anything, but this was a superhero movie, and it was meh. Because normally for me they're a rage. Actually, I'm so tired. Like, this story was just. It was just they ripped it right out of Thunderbolts, and they said, you know what? Thunderbolts didn't.
I didn't see
a lot of it they
They
took from the actual comics.
Yeah, they could have taken. So what did they do? They stole Thunderbolts and made that. The story is almost identical. It's got a bad guy.
Murray,
It's
a superhero movie. All the stories are almost identical. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about what happened in Thunderbolts. They had this guy who was a superhero villain
so that's
dude.
Every superhero movie.
Okay,
so
but,
go on.
But he's misunderstood because
that's every
he
superhero movie.
He had mental illness.
Yeah, that's every superhero movie.
And then they all have mental illness too.
Pretty much.
Oh, is that why they became super?
Sometimes why they're evil, sometimes why they're super, but yeah, they're all a little off. Jim, that's part of the makeup of a superhero
and then
or a
the whole
supervillain.
time they're fighting that person in the city.
Yeah, okay.
And then
that's every movie.
The Black Widow Jr. connects with him on a deeper level in his brain.
Somebody
candy.
always does.
In his brain,
it's Black Widow.
his brain candy, just like Jean Grey in this one.
Yeah.
So they don't have brain candy in every single superhero
brain
movie.
candy in a lot of them.
They don't have. Okay, tell me another other than X-Men. Tell me another brain candy superhero.
I don't know. Name
movie.
a superhero movie.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man before this one. No brain candy.
What do you? I don't
Superman.
understand.
Is there any brain candy in Superman?
because he's perfect.
Exactly. Spider-Man. Spooperman.
Superman.
Is perfect. There's only brain candy in Thunderbolts and this one.
No.
Yes.
Anyways.
Oh, maybe in an X-Men because
it's all brain candy in X-Men.
Wolverine has all kinds of issues. He can't remember stuff.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's brain candy.
That's nothing to do with. No, that's just him forgetting stuff. The brain candy is someone going into someone else's brain and talking to them.
Everything that has to do with X-Men.
That happened in X-Men.
Every single X-Men.
The leader of the X-Men does that to everybody.
Was that because X-Men's coming back in the new Avengers?
And there's a ton of movie where the villain goes into their heads. Like I can't even. There's so many of them.
There's so many you can't remember one outside of X-Men. And I gave
help me out, Murray. There's got to be tons where the villain can get into their head.
No, there's Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Green Lantern.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was
any
something about fear. Fear was like the enemy, and it was like I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, this was
messing with people's brains.
This was mad.
Afraid.
In Screen X, it was awesome. There was so much super clear side vision that we were watching.
All I saw was
what
buildings.
a disappointment that was.
All I saw was buildings.
We hear that they specially filmed the sides for this. Not like this crap they've been put. This was filmed for Screen X.
Yeah.
And then it's still just the same.
It was just side of buildings
on the side.
Well, there was some clear things.
There was some clear.
Some of the action scenes were good, but otherwise it's him on top of roofs, and it's like, oh, I can see the side of the building now with like the air conditioning unit.
It was.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe I was sitting too close, but
it was poopy.
Yeah. So what'd you think, Mur?
Well, Jim stole my opening, so I'm not.
You can still do it.
I'm not going to sing it.
Well, let's see it in baritone instead of instead of soprano.
Anyway, Spider-Man from the 70s. I grew up on that show. So we had a new Spider-Man film this week. Unlike the last one, there's only one Spider this time. And it was in Screen X, which the filmmakers insisted was the only way to see the film. So everyone spent the extra money to see it in Screen X. Much like The Odyssey was made for IMAX screens, it seems that Spider-Man Brand New Day was made for Screen X. Having seen it in Screen X with a bunch of kids and comic book nerds, including ones who tried to ruin it for me in the bathroom before I even got in the theater.
Wait, did you see it with a crying baby all the way through the movie?
No, but there was
this.
I don't know. I want to say 4-year-old or 5-year-old in the front row, literally on an iPad the whole friggin' movie, not even watching the movie. So basically, the dad wanted to see the movie and brought the kid and gave her an iPad to watch something else. Paid for money for a ticket.
Parents are it's cheaper than a babysitter. It's
still, she was making noise the whole movie.
It's $20 for a babysitter. It's $20.
Oh my god, people's parents.
$20 an hour. Sorry,
anyway,
for a babysitter.
Yeah, having seen it in Screen X, I'm not sure if it was a good thing or a bad thing because I didn't really notice anything different. So at the end of No Way Home, Peter had Doctor Strange cast a spell to make the whole world forget he was Spider-Man, including his best friend Ned and his sweetie MJ, the new Mrs. Tom Holland. That means that poor Peter.
What the hell does that mean? Tom Holland's
married to Zendaya.
They're married?
Yes.
Who cares?
I care.
Everybody.
A lot of people care.
Everybody loves him and her.
Stating fact.
That's right.
I don't care what you think about it. I'm just stating fact.
That's right. It is a fact.
That means that poor Peter is doomed to live a lonely life alone and fighting crime as the Spider. In fact, the first 15 minutes, he basically rounds up all the supervillains in the city in like 15 minutes. Some had like 2 seconds of screen time. I'm like, oh, well, thanks for showing up. Don't worry, there's a new bad guy who can jump from body to body, much like a spider, but taking over their minds. At the same time, something freaky is happening with Peter. His arachnid levels are on the rise and he's becoming more spider-like, including real webs like Toby. Okay, for much of this film, I was having an issue with the whole body jumping thing till they revealed what was happening. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but Jim already did. Let's just say it's very exciting.
Well, everybody knows that Jean Grey.
Well, yeah, because they gave away because they leaked it like months ago.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be a spoiler.
And it's like you just go on the IMDb page and you see. Look,
no, I don't think so. I think Sadie Sink comes up as actor on all the pages because they didn't want to reveal.
Yeah,
it.
So who she is basically. Truly, the best thing about this film was the new bromance of Spider-Man and Punisher. Holland and John Barenthal.
I would agree with that.
I only saw a few episodes of the Marvel series with Barenthal as Punisher, but he's a damn good choice. I haven't crushed this hard on a bromance since Deadpool and Wolverine. Something happened though. This movie got better. There was the completely CGI but entertaining Hulk versus Spider-Man fight, which nerds around the world have long debated. That's like one of the things they sit around in the coffee shops or in their basements talking.
Let's talk about what, sorry?
Who could beat who? Who's the stronger superhero? So they're like, what happened if Spider-Man fought Hulk? But we never saw it until now.
And if Spider-Man beat Jean Grey too.
Sort of. There's the
Punisher
previous.
Beat Jean Grey.
Well, almost killed
beat
her.
Spider-Man. So everybody beats everybody.
There's the previously mentioned bad guy, or are they? There's some emotional stuff with Peter and MJ. Damned if I didn't find myself tearing up again. I watched No Way Home before going to this, and that one hit me just as hard again too. I love that movie. I know I'm a marshmallow. You guys probably didn't like the mushy Hollywood ending, but I did.
Was it a mushy Hollywood?
Well, it kind of was at the end. I'm not going to give away, but yeah, there's reconciliation and stuff. This one actually did manage to make it to a Mondo for me. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I like No Way Home better, but
I think you gave that one a Mondo too. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I did because of the 3 Spider-Man. Anyway,
there you go.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. You know what? Here's the thing. People can't hate Spider-Man. He's the most likable superhero that's ever lived. I don't care what
funny enough,
says.
Controversial take on this, my least favorite of the 3 is actually Toby.
Yeah. I don't know if that's controversial. It's your opinion.
Well, no, a lot of people like him the best.
Really?
I don't. I thought he was way too old.
He's also the best actor.
Yeah, I think that's why it is.
Better than Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. 20 times
better. You guys
better
love Andrew Garfield.
We do.
We do. So that tells you how much we love Tobey Maguire.
I don't know. I think I've seen like
just watch what's
2
that
other
horse
movies
movie
with
that Tobey Maguire's in?
Yeah, I've seen like 2 movies with
Toby in it.
The horse
movie and then the movie with Michael Douglas where Michael Douglas is the professor. He's awesome in
everything
that.
Tobey Maguire's in. He should really
Wonder
be.
Boys. We'll watch Wonder Boys, and you'll see
why
a performance
people-
from Tobey Maguire.
Anyway.
Here's an idea. Watch all 3 of the original Spider-Man, and you'll see how a performance
Wonder
is.
Boys had such a good cast, other than Michael Douglas. But
But that's usually the statement you can say every time Michael Douglas is in a movie.
yeah, I mean, Francis McDormand's
Hey,
in
he's
it,
Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man's dad.
Hank, what's his name?
Robert
Hank Pym.
Downey Jr. in one of his best roles ever is in it.
Yeah. Back when Robert Downey could act too.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
I
know
do
you're
remember.
full- now I
He
know
was
you're full
so
of
good
it.
in that.
Anyway, so what were you going to say about Spider-Man that hasn't already been said? Because I already said it was
yeah,
minutes.
I'm sure you
So what
hated
else are you going to
Yeah,
say?
there's nothing to say really. It's just it's long and it's boring at times. There's a lot of action that I don't know what's going on because it's just blah, 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 on the screen. It's like I hate when they just throw up action
Threw
on
up
the
on the
screen.
screen.
Wait, but first, when you're in Screen X,
like,
you know it's coming.
let's see some
because
C-
something pops up
3
on the
different
side.
directions.
Let some CGI rolling around again. Somebody hits someone and then they roll for 2 kilometers. I love that.
Hey, he fell out of the building in his underwear.
Oh my goodness gracious. There's just so much in this movie. It's like, oh my God. Why am I sitting here watching this?
Okay, was it just me though, or was there a ton of story arcs that they just never finished?
Oh,
That's the whole point is they want to make another one.
This isn't a complete movie, Jim. None of them are. They're all part of the MCU soap opera that's going to go on until both of us are long dead. We're never going to get a conclusion on anything.
Oh my God.
Because they never end.
Just wait till
This is
the
never,
4-hour
going to
Avengers movie
end.
coming out
I
this year.
thought that when the whole Avengers thing happens, that's going to end it.
No,
that's
nothing.
only the
Are we
start
going
of
to
it.
finally
Let's-
get an end of these garbage?
There's like
Just
4
the
more Avengers movies.
beginning, not the end. No use in pretending you just can't win.
See,
It's just the beginning, not the end. Dun, dun, dun.
See, I was thinking more about the Sharon Lois and Brom one, which is "This is the song that never."
That's not theirs, is it?
Isn't it? Or was that?
No,
They
that's not
did it.
Oh, that was.
They did it.
That was that.
That's from like
That perverted puppet lady.
It's like some 70s movie or something.
It's Lamb Chop. It was Lamb Chop.
It's from
Yeah,
a
it was.
movie.
Wasn't it Monty Python?
No, it was.
No.
No, it's from
I
that
don't know
TV show.
I don't know. Anyway.
Shirley Lewis or Sherry Lewis?
No.
And her puppet? Yes.
No.
Well, instead of looking up, I'll look it
Okay.
up, and then you.
Yeah.
Just
you look it up.
finish your thoughts. You can move on.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Well,
yeah.
just like this movie, there's so much
let's watch
going
some
on.
CGI monsters rolling around on each other. Let's watch some comedy that doesn't land. Let's watch some just ridiculous car chases. Oh, I love those where cars are bouncing off of
That's your
buildings.
favorite.
That's the best. Stupid explosions that make no sense. It's just like let's put everything that I hate into one movie, but then let's have some pretty good performances. Let's have a little bit of humor that lands every now and then. Usually doesn't. Let's put in a character though that it is hard to hate. And I'm kind of conflicted with this movie. 2.5 freaking hours of just stuff that absolutely annoys the hell out of me. But then there's a minute here, a minute there where I'm like, okay, well, this isn't so bad. But I'm sorry, at the end of the day, this is just, it's too much. There's too much of everything. Nothing ties up. Everything's left to the, like, who cares? Like, by the end of this, am I supposed to want to watch the next one? Because I don't. I'm just frustrated by the end of this. I'm at the point where I have actually liked every Spider-Man so far. I liked Homecoming and whatever the last one was.
Yeah,
and
they were all
the
good.
one after that. I know Tom Holland's been in what, like 7 of them? 4 of them.
Plus the Avengers.
They've all been good. All of the what's his head, the Tobey
Andrew
Maguire and
Yeah.
Garfield movies, they were all good. This one was not good. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what everybody's talking about. This is the worst Spider-Man movie of all of them, and it was tedious, and it was a rage because
what?
I hated this movie. I sat there like I can't believe this is 2.5. You just wasted 2.5 hours, and I didn't learn anything. I wasn't.
What are you talking about? That we just learned Jean Grey's brand new thought up origin story.
Yeah.
They just made up a new origin story. And now she doesn't have never met Professor X.
That does nothing for me because I don't know Jean Grey's original origin.
Yeah, but now when she comes into the X-Men movie, whenever that happens,
they are making one.
They are?
Yeah, they are.
They are. Yeah, of course they are. Because, like I said, this is the movie that never.
Yeah, did you look it up?
No, it's the franchise.
It's Jerry
that never
Lewis.
ends.
And it's from the TV show Lamb Chops Play Along.
Really?
I don't remember from that.
I know my Lamb Chop stuff. Jerry Lewis is one of the funniest people that's ever lived.
Yeah, I wish she was alive and she was in this movie. Maybe she could have made part of it entertaining.
She could have. So was there not anything in this that you liked?
Not real. I mean, that's the whole thing. I'm watching it, and there were like little snippets where I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't gonna. And then it would just annoy the hell out of me. And then there's so much CGI, and it's just. That's
a superhero
tedious.
movie, though.
Yeah, it's a superhero movie.
But that's usually math for you.
Usually it is. But in this case, there was just so much of it. And I hated every single fight scene with those stupid red ninja guys. Oh my God, those were awful.
The hand, yeah.
The hand.
No, they're from the comics too.
Right,
yeah,
but they were in one of the TV shows. I think it was
awful.
What was the? It
and the fact that I'm just, thrown in.
Was it Ninja Turtle?
I'm thrown in with. I'm thrown in with
foot. It was the foot. Sorry.
I'm thrown into the middle of the story with the Punisher, which I have no idea what's going on.
Because you didn't watch the TV show.
I'm like,
that's what's so frustrating.
It's
about
like, okay, how the hell is the Punisher in this? How are him and Spider-Man?
Was in the last one.
How are him and Spider-Man buddies at all? Like, what is going on here? Like, I don't understand. Where did they meet? What? Oh, okay. I had to watch 9 hours of frickin' some stupid series in order to know what's going on here. Screw off, Marvel. You're pissing me off. Just stop.
You mean
Wait,
Disney?
they only told us like 10 times. It was in what was that place in New York?
Coney Island, wasn't it? Was it Coney Island?
No, it wasn't.
Well,
Staten
Daredevil
Island.
is in
Staten Island.
Yeah.
It was one of the islands.
It was Staten Island.
Daredevil is in Hell's Kitchen, and he's a Punisher guy.
I saved your bum in Staten Island. I'm like, well, what are you talking about?
Why? With
they
all the
brought
flashbacks,
it up like 12 times. Yeah, with all the flashbacks. Show me a flashback of the stupid Staten Island thing that apparently is super pivotal to this whole freaking relationship. Because I don't understand.
So where's the Hulk now? That's what the question I had when I walked out of the movie is, not like I like Mark Ruffalo and anything, but, at least I care about the Hulk. Where's he?
Who cares? I don't care about the Hulk. I don't care about Spider-Man. I don't care if MJ dies tomorrow. I don't care about any of this. Just stop. In fact, the end of the movie, they should have just had some giant catastrophe where the whole world blows up and
AI
we just
takes
end
over.
this all.
AI takes over and kills them all.
Movie.
Good God, this was garbage.
I'm getting you to see that superhero movies are not always
I hit my breaking point. You hit your breaking point about 10 movies ago, and I finally hit my breaking point where it's like, what is the frickin' point anymore? Just stop.
See, I hit my breaking point 10 movies ago, and then it's been bombarded with garbage for so long.
And I was I was finding something. I'm done trying to find something. It's just the same garbage over and over again. I can't watch the same movie again. Just with like different colors. Good God. Oh, he's wearing a different colored outfit. This is a different movie. No, it's the same movie.
Nice.
Rage.
Is this what you expected from us, though, Murray?
I didn't think you hate that much, but yeah, I pretty much expected it. Yeah, and yet I have the complete opposite opinion. And this is like probably my favorite superhero movie in the last few years because a lot of them are garbage. I also had a breaking point.
What was your breaking point? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Was it Blue Beetle?
I
liked Blue Beetle.
Ant-Man Quantumania. any of the Paul Rudds. Fantastic Four.
I will watch Blue
They're
Beetle
all crap.
on a loop for 24
They're all
hours
crap.
Go, girl.
before watching this again.
I didn't even see the Marvels, and I heard it was terrible. So, but yeah, I'd pretty much.
You do not want to.
And my favorite, you know who my favorite is?
Superman.
No, the other one.
Thor
But
Man.
Even I didn't like the last
Deadpool
Thor movie,
Man?
so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm done with super.
The Thunder.
After Love and Thunder, I was like, maybe I'm done with superhero movies. But this one, I honestly love.
There you go. You know
and
what?
as a lot of other people.
There's a lot of things in this that people love.
So if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people liked it.
I would. Yeah, that's what we
I
say
actually
all
would
the
have
time.
gone and seen it a second time. Maybe not in Screen X though.
See an IMAX this time.
Yeah. It wasn't. You know, it was an IMAX. The other Tom Holland movie.
Nice.
They're still monopolizing
So much
that.
Tom Holland. I love it.
Two Tom Hollands.
All right, that brings us to a real because we've now almost brought this.
Let's talk about sex.
This part of rage to an orgasm or a climax. That's the word I'm looking to. Just in time for I want your sex.
No one's gonna sing it, really?
I want your sex.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
That
gets in my head whenever I see the title of this movie.
as soon as we walked out of the movie,
It's like, where was George Michael?
They didn't even use his song.
No.
That
Bryce
just
said,
sucks.
"Where is George Michael?"
They stole his title, but they didn't use his song.
You know, I'm
it
sure
was probably too
they
expensive.
weren't even thinking of it, but
Oh yeah. I'm sure
Well,
that-
they're of age.
that
They
never
remember
came
it.
up.
maybe I don't know. So this is kind of a sexy romance comedy.
Is it?
Which is sort of a new genre of movie, I think. The story is basically about a spineless doofus of a guy who I think was an art major out of college. Like they kind of mentioned he went to college and
kinda
got
touched
a
upon him.
something. But I was like, what kind of job? Like they didn't show he had any talent in anything. Like it's not like he drew art or you know what I mean? Like if he went to fine art school or whatever, it's like what was your talent other than being a sub?
Yeah.
Like, did we know that?
No, I don't think so.
That's what I thought.
It's kind of, well, anyways, I'll go ahead.
All right. Who gets a job at an art studio working for a very sexy artist boss.
Get a job. Bob.
Yeah, nobody knows that one.
I know that one.
Because we're old.
Get a job.
That's like from the 60s. That's before I was
Isn't
born.
that Sha-Na Na?
Yes.
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-doo.
Got the Bowser down. So he gets a job working for a very sexy artist boss who's not much on being politically correct as she starts fucking him right away. And his boss and in pretty much plain sight of everyone in the office. So it's even more politically incorrect. There's a lot of politically incorrectness about this movie, which is
really?
a lot of the good side of it. And they end up in a very power differential type relationship. In addition to a dom and sub dominated sexual adventure journey, where one of her lines to him is, and this is important to know, Murray, me fucking you in the ass doesn't make you gay. And hey, we on Film Rage have been saying that for years. I think, in fact, that is probably a perk of being gay. So props to being gay. That's what I want to say. The sexiness is pretty sexy. The comedy is very bang on when the comedy's there. And it's well written with some great lines, great comedy. Our lead, played by Cooper Hoffman, is fairly believable as a sub in pretty much every relationship he's a part of. The story seems to travel similar to a lot of romance comedy films, but adding in the sex part gives a little more edge and rated R feel than usual. But like most films these days, by the time we get to about 2/3 into the film, the comedy starts to drip off, the story and characters start to get less interesting, and becomes more predictable, less mystery solving mystery. Speaking of characters, there's no real character development for anyone in this film. And the peripheral characters to our lead become throwaway by the end. So I have a feeling like this week's movies that we saw, it was like, let's start character arcs for people and then just not end them. Yeah, they're just thrown in the trash heap of his life, make his character less likable and ultimately less believable based on how they showed him dealing with these people throughout the film. So you show that he's a caring person, and yes, his brain is being transformed by the power of sex, but I really don't feel by the end where he got to, he would have been that way with his best friend, who they did sort of show a little bit of how their relationship was. By the time we get to the end, I was ready for it to be over about 10 minutes prior to it. And for a movie that is only an hour and 30 minutes, that's not big props. I did laugh quite a bit at the comedy bits. And seeing Olivia Wilde as an oversexed dom boss slut was quite a departure from her last role that we saw her in. So apparently, I'm slowly falling in love with how versatile and talented she is, and I'm totally looking forward to whatever she's doing next, whether it's acting or directing.
Yeah.
Just keep them coming, Olivia Wilde. Like, everything you're in, I want to see. And coming was something there was a lot of in this movie. That was meh. It was good. I liked it. It was funny. Like most movies, they don't know how to write an ending, and it just kind of petered out after a while.
And that was the problem with it. Yeah, it starts out rapid fire, and it's like, oh my God, this is quite enjoyable.
Quite the funniest sexy movie.
Yeah, it was very, very funny, sexy movie. And yeah, we were both laughing a lot, and as it went on,
we were the only two laughing.
That was kind of weird. But yeah, we both laughed quite a bit, and then there was less laughter, and then there was less, and then it was just getting tedious. And this 90-minute movie felt so long, and the good God, the ending is just atrocious. What a train wreck of an ending that was. I hated the end of this movie.
I thought you would.
Yeah, and it's kind of uneven too. Like, why we get this creativity at the beginning where he's in his own head sort of, and then you get this like really cool animation, and it was like that was really cool, and I thought, okay, we're gonna get that throughout the whole movie, and then it was uneven because I think that it made sense to have that sort of when he got into those zones that would happen, but then it didn't. You would get into that again,
but I think what happened,
and it just have like a normal flashback or a normal weird fantasy. Like, what was the difference?
So what my mind took me to, and the same thing that I think the director wanted us to believe, that this woman who was his dom completely transformed him. In comparison to this, when you watch Fillion, and you got to see his transformation from becoming a sub to the sub Fillion, in this one,
10 times
which was
the movie this.
Yes, of course,
100 times the movie this.
Yeah, 100 times the movie this. But in this one, the director wanted us to feel that he was being transformed, so he didn't need the fantasy life anymore because he was living his fantasy.
But he still had the spine. That's not true though, Jim, because he still had the fantasy.
But now they were whitewashed.
But now he didn't have like the cool animation and the wackiness and the because
his fantasy wasn't he couldn't
if that's what the director was trying to do, he missed the boat completely.
That's what I think. Yes.
Okay, anyways, so yeah, I thought that sequence was really cool, and then there was no more of it. If that was what they were going for, that missed as well.
Because I also think that's why he didn't care for the people in his life by the end too, because he was so obsessed with her. But the story didn't help us.
That made sense, Jim. Yeah. What your other thing? I don't make the connection.
That's what I think they wanted.
All right, well, that's stupid. Olivia Wilde, once again, is great. Everything she's doing is great. And as you say, whether she's behind the camera, in front of the camera, doing double duty.
She's pooping in a bathroom. Yeah. It's worth seeing.
It's just good stuff. I was actually quite like Cooper Hoffman is one of those actors right now. He's got a lot of his dad in him. Mm-hmm. He's got that, that aw shucks
this
thing going on.
Yeah.
That's Philip Seymour's kid.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Dustin.
Yeah, no. Dustin's like his semen's dust, isn't he?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Years
Yeah.
old.
If he had a kid, well, what I'm sure he does, they'd be like 90 years old because he's like 130.
I didn't know if Philip Seymour had a
Well,
kid.
there's a few. Yeah, I didn't. You can tell when you see it. He looks so much.
Yeah,
like
and
him.
even he's got slight manner. Like there's a lot of, like even the wry smile that he has, like it's just like his dad. Like there's a lot of his dad.
He's even
in
redhead like his dad.
But I'm actually starting to warm up to him as an actor. When I saw him initially, I think it was in that
I've never heard of him.
that pizza movie,
I think so.
Licorice Pizza. I
Was he
think it
in
might have
that?
been. Yeah, I think that was what he was in. When I first saw him, I was like, but you know what? The more I see of him, the more I'm actually digging him as an actor, and I hope he doesn't.
Oh, he was in The Long Walk too.
He was in The Long Walk.
Yeah, you remember that, Murray.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like the main guy.
He's the main guy in The Long Walk. Yeah.
Saturday Night, he was in Saturday
As
Night.
I say,
At all.
he was in Saturday Night, yeah, and he's just growing on me as an actor. I'm actually really, really digging Cooper Hoffman now.
He was.
So the casting was great.
So
in
yeah,
this.
no, the casting was great.
even had
Charlie
Jackass in there.
XCX as the prude girlfriend was
She was
amazing, and there's some big time laugh out loud moments with her.
You know who was spoiled in this? You've got two of the greatest comedians of our generation.
Talking about Jackass?
I'm talking about Johnny Knoxville and Margaret
Johnny Knoxville,
Cho.
yeah, they're playing it totally straight.
Totally straight the whole movie.
There was
And
no laughs
there was
to
no
be
comedy
had.
even got from those two.
And once again, I think that was the point too. It's like, oh, we're gonna wait for the comedy here, but
And it's not gonna come.
there at all. But then we're gonna smash you in the face once we got everybody else in here.
Well,
but they were the straight men in this movie.
Yeah, in the movie, it was so funny, actually.
But
now you're making me like this more.
It's there's a lot of the first 40 minutes. I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
And then this just fell off. Like you couldn't, I can't, if you told me after the first 40 minutes that this could fall off as badly as it did, and that they were going to come, and with the writing that they had in the first 40 minutes, they were going to come up with the ending that they did, I would have said, there's no way that it's going to fall off that badly. There's no way they're going to end it that way. But they did, and it wrecked the movie. Did it wreck it enough for me to rage? No, because there's enough here that I was laughing. I was enjoying the performances. Olivia Wilde, you can't look away when she's on the screen.
There was 2 minutes of Billy Crystal.
And that too. So it was quite enjoyable for a period of time, and enjoyable enough for that period of time that it rates a meh. But this could have been so much more, and I'm sad that it wasn't.
Me too. It could have been Fillion 2.0.
Yes.
We agreed on something.
Waiting for him to say it. He hasn't said it yet.
Yeah, you haven't
I
said
did.
it.
I said it was a meh.
No,
I didn't hear you say that.
I did. We can go. I said it was enough to be a. Enough in here that
you were
be a
rambling
meh.
about something else. I must have lost attention.
Well, you're never paying attention. So
I was this time. I was waiting for you to say the word.
He actually was. You should give him props for that.
well, apparently he wasn't, because I said it was meh.
I didn't hear it
I
either.
didn't see. He didn't hear it either.
Oh
so
my
there.
God, I did.
Because you go off on tangents with not even related to whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, we all do.
That's because
It's 'cause you
I don't
do
know
that
what
a
I'm
lot.
going to say before I start the podcast.
Exactly, because you don't plan anything.
No,
That's
right.
more.
old Bryce used to
Planning's
have
for
a whole
suckers.
script, and I used to read off it. I was like, man, I
planning's
got to
for
stop
suckers.
reading off his stuff. I'm just going to talk.
Planning's for suckers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why bother?
Yeah.
Okay, so middle of those 7 movies you guys saw in the past 2 weeks.
Yes.
Was another one which played in a theater,
In
What?
Calgary?
but you refused to see or didn't know about. I'm
What?
guessing it was the former.
Okay. Well, tell us more.
It's called Hades Town the Musical.
Oh yeah, we didn't
I
see it
know.
because it's not a
It's
movie.
not a movie.
Technically, it's a Broadway play.
Yeah.
But they filmed it for the big screen and put it in theaters.
Yeah,
which
but-
I
doesn't make it a
believe is
movie.
our mantra.
They filmed a stage performance.
It's-
so.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's still in
So
theater.
then we'd
It's
have
not
to. Then
a
we'd have
movie.
to.
Saying.
Then we'd
It's-
have to go to Taylor Swift, and we'd have to go to the Backstreet Boys or the Korean
Did
pop
you not
guys
say if it's in a theater, we'll see
K-pop
it?
Demon
Just
Hunters.
saying.
Well, no, not
It's
K-pop
fun.
Demon
A
Hunters,
movie.
but every concert film and
anyway,
Well, Joel's going to like this segment, I can tell you that.
I took the bullet for you guys.
All right, good.
Plus, my American friend who loves theater recommended it.
Well,
Joel's been trying to get us to go to it since he saw it.
And
there
then he
you go.
even planned on
He
getting...
was in a theater. He went to see it.
He saw it 3 times.
Okay, I wouldn't have seen it 3 times.
But on top of that, he's also said it's going to be his wedding movie, and and I said the only way we'll go see it is if it's your wedding.
Anyway, and I used my free credit to see it, so
Nice.
it was better than paying $100 or more
I
to
give
see
you
it
credit
live.
for that.
Because
Yeah,
my
you like
friend
theater.
was talking about going to see it live, and it was like $85 or something to see it in person, on like not in Broadway, but
Nice.
like live. I'm like, well, I saw
So
it
tell
in
us a little bit about this.
Yeah, and I also love musicals.
You do?
Hades Town is the story of Orpheus, who I'm sure Jim is familiar with since he loves all that Greek
I
stuff.
do love Greek. I love everything about the Greeks. You know what I'm saying, Bryce?
Orpheus is a
Yep.
skilled lyre player. That's Lyre, who is granted the power of song by Apollo that charms every living creature, including Hades, the god of the underworld. Of course, there's a woman involved, and she gets dragged down to the underworld by Hades. It's up to Orpheus to save her and uses his magical lyre on Hades. Hades lets them go, but says they have to travel single file, and if Orpheus ever looks back to her, she's going back to hell. You can guess how that turned out. I'm sure there's more. That's the gist of it. Yeah, this film was recorded at London's West End, one of the best theaters in the world, out of here. The performances were decent enough. I got lost in the story of the first act and actually nodded off briefly. It's just like a bunch of people partying in a tavern singing silly songs. Like there was no story for me.
How is this the greatest musical of all time?
I never said it was. I said it's one of the greatest theaters of all time.
Oh, okay. Well, why is everybody else
Next to Broadway,
Why
London's
is everybody
West
else
End
saying this is
I
so
don't know.
good?
I don't listen to other people. Sometimes. Anyway, the second act was actually in Hades and had a lot more drama. It was actually a lot better. The thing that stood out to me was the old guy who played Hades. This silver fox with one hell of a leg cast who hobbled around and even danced at the end. Like, I don't know, he must have broken his leg skiing or something, but
Or maybe it was part of the play.
no, but like he had this big ass boot on one of his legs, and I'm like, that can't be part of the show. I think he actually broke his leg, but he still, show must go on. It was actually
So the term "break a leg" he actually did.
he actually did. Yeah, it was kind of distracting, to be honest, because every time he was on the screen, I saw him hobbling around. I'm like, that can't be right. But his deep baritone voice won me over. Man, did he have a low voice? Holy cow! There was also this, I don't know, Korean or Filipino girl. She's in California, but she was of Asian descent, who played the lead actress. She actually reminded me of my favorite Broadway singer, Lea Salonga, who is also from the Philippines and has the most amazing voice. I know you don't know who she is. The other performers were decent enough. Much like The Odyssey, I guess I just didn't like the story that much. But it's a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical, and I got to see it for free.
Nice.
So yeah, that makes it a meh. That was because there was nothing else playing. If that sex movie had been playing at Country Hills, other than 9 o'clock at night, I probably wouldn't have gone to it. But
So was it was it the music, like the songs afterwards? Were you like singing it, or did you download?
no, I didn't know any of the songs.
But
Like,
were
I'm
they
sure people
catchy
who-
enough that you were like,
Maybe a couple.
you'd
of
add
them.
it to your life's playlist,
Maybe a
as
couple
John
of
would
them.
say?
I don't know, but I mean, like in terms of musicals that I know the songs to, yeah, this one wouldn't even make the charts.
Like you're not gonna buy this
No,
album.
it's not like the ones from Les Mis or Phantom, ones that I have in my head all the time.
Those are in your head all the time?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm not in your head.
I don't recognize any of the songs that were in this. I mean, they were decent enough.
But they must have been original for the movie.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, this is like 2018, 2019. He won like Best Play at the Tonys.
Nice.
So yeah, no, it's a respected musical. It's just
Sweet.
they filmed it in London, And yeah, so I had nothing else to see besides Spider-Man, so I went to this one. And
Nice.
plus, my friend said she was going to go see it as well, which she hasn't done yet. But yeah, it was all right. You guys would have hated it, but yeah,
Nice.
I saw it. So there you go.
Well, we wouldn't see it in the theaters.
I know you
because
would.
it's not a movie.
This is a play. I get it.
You dig.
But
Do
it
you
was
really,
it
though?
was in theaters. You guys keep saying if it's in theaters,
If
No,
it's a
you don't.
movie-
You don't listen, Murray.
If it's a movie and
Yeah,
it's in
no,
theaters,
you make the distinction.
It says if it's a movie and,
And
it
it
played
played in
anywhere else in the
It wasn't
world,
a movie. It was just
No,
on
it's
it's
stage.
not
not a
movie.
Whatever.
It's a stage play they put on the big screen.
They filmed a stage play.
That's right.
I've watched a few of those when I previewed, so people have submitted them for festivals.
Yeah.
Thinking they would get picked.
They do. They did nothing to. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole other story.
Anyway, all right.
Nicely
Guess I'm
done.
Yeah.
Hades.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
All right. So you might think that my rage might be this week the crying baby that was crying. And when they weren't crying, they were talking all the way through Spider-Man's Brand New World or whatever it's called.
I just wish I could hear the conversation because it would have been better than what was on the screen.
But no, my rage this week is the fact that Spider-Man, what's the Spider-Man's
Brand new
Danish or something, was in so many fucking cinemas,
Yep.
and it made like almost $1 billion over a long weekend. That they couldn't find one theater in our fucking city to play probably what's going to be the best movie we would have seen this week, which is Sheep in the Box, directed by my second favorite director of all time, Hirokazu Koreeda. So we did not get his new film because there was too many fucking movie theaters playing spider garbage. That's my rage this week. Is can we please get Sheep in the Box in our theaters here? I'm so pissed. I might spend the $800 to fly to Toronto and back for a
Just to
weekend
watch it?
just to go see it. Because it's like, what? This would be the first. Because we didn't see it at any festival. I don't think this movie played at SIFF.
I've never heard of it.
No.
So this will be the first Hirokazu Koreeda film we haven't seen in cinemas in over 7 years.
I still think we're going to, but we'll see.
Well, we better. I'm coming at you, Marvel.
Maybe the Plaza will eventually.
Well, I sent an email to the Plaza and the Globe and I said, please.
Did you
can one of
really?
yes. Why aren't you playing this? The Cineplex didn't pick it up. So, fingers crossed.
There you go.
That's my rage.
There we go.
Probably because they don't.
Spider-Man's
think they make any
ruined my
money off of it.
second favorite director's film in cinemas.
Okay, my rage this week is sort of Jim adjacent because it's also has to do with
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
of
making
course it
almost
What?
$1 billion. And here's the thing. We've had some superhero movies as of late that have tanked a little bit. And I was like, okay, if they keep on tanking, maybe they'll stop making them. And then, God damn you, Spider-Man, you come out and do this, make almost $930 some odd million in frickin' 4 days. Good God. Like, I am not impressed. That means that they see it. They go,
You know what?
okay,
Yeah, you know what?
superhero movies aren't dying.
No, that's not what they think. They think Spider-Man, the Hulk,
No.
and who else was in this?
Punisher.
No.
Oh, Pew Pew.
Yeah.
Pew
That's what they
That's
don't want to
not
see
what-
Thunderbolts. They just want to see Pew Pew
Pew Pew.
in the nude.
No,
You should have saw more
no.
pew pew.
At any rate, it means that we're gonna get another 100 years of superhero movies,
Super garbage.
and I am not amused whatsoever.
All
I
right.
really thought that it was gonna peter out because it's been going down. It's been going down. Attendance is going down on the superhero movies. They're not doing the ridiculous numbers that they were, and then all of a sudden, bang! Spider-Man does ridiculous numbers, and they're not going away ever.
My judgment is stop it.
Yeah, just stop.
I love this gavel in here, by the way. I think we should use this somehow.
Been here for weeks. I don't know why you ever noticed it.
Yeah. It came with some sort of furniture I had to put together. When
no, it's similar to bang on your wooden what you call it to put the things together. Yeah.
No, it's too lightweight for that.
Oh,
is it? I don't know.
I think it would have worked as a hammer.
I don't know. All I know that the fact that we have a gavel in the Film Rage Studios is the greatest thing that I've seen this week.
Yeah. See, it's all wood.
Just like
he's banging on his head.
Just like his head.
Just like his head.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Welcome, Ragers, to Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall Flashback. This week, we're heading back to the Merman's early years when his fantasy life revolved almost exclusively around Michelle Pfeiffer, and especially her unforgettable performance in Tequila Sunrise. Not to mention the unforgettable performances by Kurt Russell and some guy named Mel Gibson. But back to Michelle Pfeiffer. In fact, this may be the very reason tequila is still the Merman's drink of choice while lounging by the Vegas pool. Just in case anyone's buying. Wink, wink. Alright, let's check in with the boys and find out if the rest of the crew will be just as intoxicated by this sun-soaked summer cocktail of a film, or if, like so many Vegas vacations, one too many cheap tequilas will leave them waking up with a raging hangover.
It's like he knows me. Although, technically, I drank Tequila Sunrises on cruise ships.
There you go.
That's the only place I got.
Sorry, that's a drink.
Yes,
it's a drink.
That's the drink that Mel Gibson drank through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Were you even watching the movie?
I was, but I didn't even know
See,
that was
the problem
a drink
is he wasn't drinking. That was his problem.
I don't drink ever.
See, that's your problem.
You would have had to have been. Anyway, keep
That's
going,
right.
Murray. Let's hear.
Yeah.
Why did you pick this movie?
This week we once
So did he say
again-
I'll have a tequila sunrise at some point?
No, he was just drinking them.
Yeah,
How do I know they were tequila sunrises?
because everybody knows except you what a tequila
What it
sunrise
is.
looks like.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea what a tequila. It looked
It's
like
the
a Shirley
orange-
Temple.
the-
It's
Orange
a
with
screwdriver
the- yeah.
with grenadine.
Yeah. No, because it's got tequila.
Well, yeah, different, but yeah, but it's also
So it's a Shirley Temple?
It's a Shirley Temple with tequila.
tequila.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Now I know.
you have to keep the grenadine at the bottom of the drink.
Isn't the grenadine at the top on the Shirley Temple?
Yes, that's the difference. It's upside down in
Is
this
that
one.
is that so you know that you're not giving your kid a tequila sunrise?
Right. Well, also you don't pour the tequila in it, but
Because I remember when
And
I
it
was
would
like
be orange juice.
when I was like 7 or 8 years old, we went to a restaurant and they had
Shirley Temple?
Shirley Temple. I'm like, I'm all over that. Although sometimes they called it a Roy Rogers.
wait, did you tap dance your way over to the drink?
I did.
Funny enough, when I was 7 or 8, I was drinking milk
Aw, from your
because I'm a kid.
nice. Well, Shirley
Anyway,
Temples are for kids.
Are we finished mansplaining to Bryce over
No,
here?
we just curious as to why you picked this movie for us.
Once again, we got one of my picks.
Yes.
Seriously, Bryce, did you even put any in the bag?
Yes.
Anyway, the movie is Tequila Sunrise, also the name of a song by the Eagles, and a tasty drink that me and Jim enjoyed while watching this
Yes,
film.
we did.
Although I should have had 2 or 3, but I had to drive.
I should have had 100.
Yeah, if you're gonna get through it.
Okay, it's 1988. Mel Gibson plays an ex-drug dealer who's trying to go legit by driving a forklift at the docks to provide for his son. Kurt Russell is a cop / DEA agent, I don't know, whatever he was, who happens to be a friend of the guy, but is caught in the middle of a DEA sting operation to take down Gibson's old boss. Played with hilarious, over-the-top perfection by the late Raul Julia. Remember that guy?
I love that guy.
What does it for me is the woman of my dreams. As we've said, Michelle Pfeiffer. I was insanely in love with her for all of the 80s, much of the 90s, and some of the 2000s.
Even today.
She's in her 60s and she's still gorgeous. But I digress. Okay, spoiler alert, this movie wasn't as good as I remember.
What? No.
But it's been over 30 years since I saw it.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, all I can remember is Michelle Pfeiffer writhing around in a hot tub with Mel and mounting Kurt Russell in the wine cellar. The story gets a bit complicated. I mean, who's really screwing whom? One thing is for sure, J.T. Walsh is the bad guy. 'Cause he's the bad guy in every movie he
sure
ever
is.
made. Oh, that's a spoiler alert too. What this movie also has, besides Michelle Pfeiffer and two of the biggest hunks of the 80s, was an 80s soundtrack.
Oh, God.
There were tracks by Crowded House, The Beach Boys, Ziggy Marley, Duran Duran, Andy Taylor, and a rockin' love song by Ann Wilson of Heart and Robin Zander of Cheap Trick
Yes.
called Surrender to Me. Yeah, baby. Raul Julia even gives us his best Pavarotti with Santa Lucia. Bellissimo. Yeah, okay, this movie is pretty cheesy. That's what I love about it. Sadly, it's just not a Mondo.
No.
Still sipping tequila sunrises with my buddy Jim and watching Michelle Pfeiffer screwing two of Hollywood's leading 80s dudes. Still a pretty damn good man. I had fun.
I'll tell you one thing. I had fun watching it with you, but okay. So, what I got from this movie was that cigarettes are cool,
They are.
and
I didn't get that.
and where was his lighter by the end? Like, they made it such a big point of him having a lighter, and yet
Yeah.
at the end he's using matches. So
right.
you know that maybe the director's trying to tell us something about that loss.
Well,
of
the
his
lighter was like, what do you call it? A symbol for his friendship with Mel, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know.
And then now he's he's there.
Then he had to turn on him. So
Yeah. How do you say this? Great music, great acting, great story. Well, great acting by Raul Julia.
There's no great anything in this.
Raul
Stop.
Julia is great
Raul
in
Julia.
this.
No, Raul Julia isn't great.
He's
in
the
this.
greatest
He
thing
was.
in this.
That might be true, but he's still awful.
But yeah, I was bored through this whole movie.
It's a boring movie.
I've never seen as boring. You know, I thought I've seen boring movies before until I saw this again. I was just like, wow, this was boring. And I couldn't figure out his going straight, and he needs money for his business. Like, they literally had a conversation in the movie where he's like, I need to get money for my business. But he owns a house by the ocean. He drives a Porsche. He pays $5,000 for his kids' party, and yet he needs money for his business to expand it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? There was just so many things in this.
Just sell your car.
Sell your car and your beach house, and don't spend $5,000 on a kids' party.
Yep.
Trying to get laid. And why Michelle Pfeiffer is such a slut in this? Like,
It makes no sense.
made no sense whatsoever.
who cares?
But the line that made it, I guess,
Oh, that's what made it?
the greatest line in this
Alright.
movie was
Go ahead.
that she would have fucked a snake.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, Raul Julia told Mac.
Humdinger.
I also love his speech
humdinger.
about
Carlos
how
told
cocaine
Mac.
is bad for you, and I have like
But
thousands
Yeah,
of
he's
pounds.
got-
the future is weed.
His future is weed.
And I'm like, yeah, because they're gonna legalize it.
Well, plus also
They didn't know that in '88.
maybe
he
Raul
could see the
Julia was
future.
he could see the future.
Yeah, but
this
by
was-
legalizing it doesn't make him any money.
No, it's true
You'd have
because
to
now they grow it in everywhere in Canada and the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this movie was horrible. I'm glad you made me watch it though, because I got to have a beautiful tequila sunrise with my Mur. Yeah, this was a rage.
Yeah,
didn't you like this movie?
This movie was total garbage. It was the most boring thing you'll ever watch. The performances are all awful. Kurt Russell once again shows that he is one of the worst actors in the history of cinema. This guy, everything he's in, he makes it worse. And when you've got a movie that's this bad to begin with, and then you put Kurt Russell in it, that means you've just got an atrocious piece of garbage that's not only unwatchable, it actually turns your stomach as you're watching, because you're watching this Joanne Valinari, whatever her name was, and you're like, why on earth do you have any interest in either of these idiots? Why on earth are you putting yourself in any of these situations? You've got a successful restaurant. What are you doing with these two morons? Like, nothing made sense. It just made me angry the whole way through. I'm angry because the characters are idiots. I'm angry because the acting is awful. Nice. I'm angry because it's taking so long to tell a story that could be told in like 3 sentences. This is garbage. This needs to go. This needs to be burned. This needs to be never shown to anyone ever. This Tequila Sunrise. I remember not liking it. I do. I watched it. I know I watched it probably right around 88, probably around 89, because it probably took a year to get into because I didn't see it in cinema. I would have saw it on the old VCR. And I remember I didn't like the movie, but I don't remember the movie at all. Like, when I put this in, I didn't remember one thing about it. And now I know why I didn't remember one thing about it.
Usually
because when I was that young, I didn't have the ability to be this angry at a movie. I hadn't seen enough good things to know that this is absolute garbage and should not be seen by anybody.
So you're going to remember it now, aren't you?
I am. It's burned in my memory now because it is on the peak. It is on the pile of worst movies ever made.
Maybe we should actually watch one of his.
This is probably in the bottom 20.
We'll never pick one of his.
Oh, we're going to pick one of his.
Anyway, so Tequila Sunrise.
I guarantee you're going to pick one of mine again.
Tequila Sunrise was a rage, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, that makes 2.
Like
it. So you guys will all be happy to know that I have taken our bag and turned it into a spinner.
Okay.
You went digital on us.
I went digital. So there's no more the pieces of paper are too big and stick to our sticky fingers. Rolling Stones intentionally mentioned.
Yes.
So instead we've got the wheel.
Yeah.
So you are all going to hear the same time that we know who the winner is. Here we go. It's a Bryce.
Ooh.
Really?
We're going to be watching Idle Hands.
Nice.
I love Idle Hands.
Jessica Alba?
You got it.
Yep.
Her finest
And
work.
Devon Sawa. What happened to him?
The greatest actor of
Wasn't he in a boy
someone's
band
time.
or something?
I don't think so. No, he
Seemed
wasn't.
like he was.
No, he wasn't. Devon Sawa
weren't they all?
wasn't.
Wasn't he a Disney kid or something?
I have no idea if he was a Disney kid. I don't know. He wasn't a Disney kid.
He was just a
He was just a
talented young
actor that they thought big
went
things
away.
were going to happen.
He went away.
He was in something recently where
Was
I was
he?
like, huh. There's Devon
Was he in one
Sawa.
of the Destination movies?
He was. He
was in the first one.
Was the first or second?
First.
Or he was in both.
He was the original.
But he lived at the end of the first.
He did. Did he come back for the
I
second?
think he was in the second at the beginning in Paris or wherever they were.
I
wasn't
barely
he?
know his name. But sure, whatever.
Nice. Well, you know what? I am very much looking
And
forward to
Seth
this.
Green, baby.
Seth
Yes.
Green's always in stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was like all over the 90s.
He was all over the 90s.
Good old Seth. Sweet, sweet Seth. All right. Well, we still seem to push this 2-movie a week into
Still
over an hour.
Still over
Thanks,
an hour.
Rangers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Range family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Dare, our God of Rage. and the new voice of Film Rage's totally retro nostalgia recall Flashback. Find the Nerdy Photographer wherever you stream this podcast. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check for Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on.